Archangel Michael says, you were meant to open this message at this exact moment. Because something breathtaking is quietly unfolding behind the scenes of your life. And someone, who carries an extraordinary amount of love for you, is about to change everything with one surprise move. This isn't an ordinary plan, it's a soul-driven decision shaped by sleepless nights, deep thoughts, and heartbeats only heaven could understand. You are the center of a divine surprise that is coming wrapped in silence but powered by sacred intention. You felt something shifting, haven't you? This is it. Someone who holds you dear, whether they've confessed it or not, is preparing to step forward in a way that will shake your world. Their plan is not impulsive, it's patient, intentional, and soaked in love. This isn't just about a gift. It's about a moment that will be remembered forever. What they are planning will come out of nowhere. You might be eating lunch, walking somewhere, or just breathing in your ordinary day, when suddenly, everything will change. What you thought you knew about them will unfold into a revelation that brings tears to your eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 4242. They have been carrying this plan in secret because they want to see your eyes light up. They want to see that sparkle of wonder and disbelief when you realize what they've done, all because they love you more than words have ever said. This person knows your heart. They know the things you quietly wish for but never ask. They remember your favorite color, the way your voice shifts when you're tired, the things that make you feel safe. And they're using that sacred knowledge to create something unforgettable. Archangel Michael says, this surprise is coming not just to bless your day, but to realign your entire life. What is being prepared is going to pull you out of doubt, loneliness, and confusion. It's going to plant you in a place of security, joy, and divine timing. They've already spoken to someone about it. Maybe they've written it down. Maybe they've hidden a clue in a place you pass every day. But soon, the hidden becomes revealed, and the impact will be emotional. Type Amen to get blessing 4343. You've prayed for love that doesn't disappoint. You've cried over empty promises and silence that screamed louder than words. But this time, you won't be disappointed. Because this person isn't just planning something, they're preparing something sacred. This surprise may come in the form of a visit. Or a message you never expected. Or something they've been building with you in mind, silently, lovingly, faithfully. It's been hard for them to keep it a secret, but they want to see your reaction. They want that moment to be pure. They've been watching you grow. Watching you heal. Watching you carry burdens with strength even when you wanted to break. And now, they want to be the reason you smile again. What they have planned is a mirror of their soul. Honest. Selfless. Deep. And when they reveal it to you, you'll realize, they've been loving you in the background this whole time. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. This is not a random gesture. This is a divine orchestration. And every moment you've waited for someone to show up for you, is about to be fulfilled in a way you never saw coming. They have kept this surprise hidden even from their closest people. Because it's just for you. A secret tucked in the pages of time, about to be read aloud in your life. Archangel Michael says, pay attention to signs this week. You may notice synchronicities, repeating numbers, sudden urges to go somewhere, dreams that feel more like memories. These are all part of the trail leading you to the big moment. It's not about the size of the surprise, it's about the heart behind it. And this heart? It has been beating for you for longer than you know. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. Archangel Michael says, before you take another step today, pause and receive this divine truth. What's about to unfold in your life will not only shock you, it will heal you. For someone who holds you closer than you know has been planning something unforgettable behind your back, all in the name of love. There is a heart beating right now, drenched in feelings for you, silently setting things in motion. You have no idea how often they think about you, or how often they ask heaven to help them do this right. Every move they've made in secret was done with your joy in mind. This isn't a random gift. This is an orchestrated act of love, created in silence, drenched in emotion, and timed by the divine. This person is being led by Spirit to do something that will change everything between you. Even now, they are finalizing something. Their fingers may be trembling. Their heart might be racing. But their soul knows, this is the moment they've been waiting for. Type Amen to get blessing 4646. You've been through so much, wondering if anyone sees how hard you try to stay strong. Wondering if love will ever show up in a way that's real. Now, heaven whispers, yes, it's already on the way. This person has noticed your tears, even if you cried them in silence. They've felt your heartache in the spirit. And instead of offering empty words, they're offering something solid, something wrapped in meaning. They could have spoken this earlier, but they didn't want to rush it. They didn't want to ruin the surprise. They want your heart to be fully caught off guard, so it opens without fear. Archangel Michael says, this surprise is not small. It carries the weight of all their unspoken affection. It's more than a gift, it's a confession. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. Their surprise may come as a message, a visit, a confession, or a tangible gift, one you thought would never arrive. But the moment it does, you'll know, this was planned just for me. You might even remember moments you brushed off, odd behaviors, quiet hesitations, soft smiles. Looking back, you'll realize. It was all leading here. All of it was their way of holding the surprise in until it was ready to bloom. They've replayed the moment in their head over and over. They've imagined the look on your face, the way your voice will tremble, the way you might even cry. And they're ready for it. They aren't doing this for applause. They're doing it because their heart cannot carry the weight anymore. It has to be released. It has to be revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. They've written words they've never spoken. Practiced what they'll say to you when the moment comes. Some of those words may shake you. Some may melt your heart. All will be real. They are terrified, but determined. Afraid, but in awe of the love they carry. Because what they feel for you goes far beyond explanation, it's something heaven whispered into their soul. Archangel Michael says, this moment will feel like divine timing. Like everything finally makes sense. Like the pieces of the puzzle you never knew were connected now form a perfect picture. And when it happens, it won't feel loud, it will feel deep. A quiet knowing that someone truly loves you, enough to move mountains without you even realizing it. Type Amen to get blessing 4949. They've talked to God about this more than they've talked to anyone else. They've asked for signs, clarity, and courage. Because what they're about to do could change your connection forever. This is not a shallow crush. This is a sacred bond forming in stillness. They feel tied to you not by circumstance, but by calling. You may not even realize how often they've chosen you in silence. When other people offered distraction, they still circled back to thoughts of you. You are their safe place, even if you don't know it yet. They've invested time, energy, and emotion into crafting a moment where they finally say what they've been too afraid to admit, I love you, and I've been planning this for you. Type Amen to get blessing 50/50. This surprise may come during a casual moment. A message out of nowhere. A sudden knock. A name spoken aloud when you least expect it. The air will feel different. Your spirit will know, this is the moment. Archangel Michael says, you won't need to overthink it. The love will be obvious. The effort undeniable. And the reason? Because you matter more to this person than you can imagine. They may not say the perfect words. They may stumble. But their heart will speak louder than anything their mouth can say. And you'll feel it deep, because love that comes with intention always feels like home. This surprise will soften something inside of you that's been hardened by time. It will remind you that there are still people who love deeply, quietly, and with purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. They know what you've been through. They've watched you build walls, smile through pain, and still show up with grace. That's why they want this surprise to feel like safety. They've seen how you always put others first. How you celebrate others while wondering if anyone ever thinks to celebrate you. And that's what they're about to do, celebrate you. They've planned something with your healing in mind. Your joy. Your softness. Your restoration. This is more than a surprise, it's a spiritual act of love. They aren't doing this to impress you. They're doing it to honor you. To make sure you never forget that your presence is powerful, your heart is precious, and your love is worth pursuing. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. Archangel Michael says, watch for signs in the next few days. You'll feel an energy around you shift. Things will start to line up. Conversations will open doors. And then, it will happen. The person behind this surprise has wrestled with timing. They didn't want to come too early. They didn't want to miss their chance. But now, they know it's time. You are not just the recipient of a surprise. You are the inspiration for it. Every step they've taken, they took with your heart in mind. And when it arrives, however it arrives, you will feel like the universe paused for just a moment, just to remind you that you are loved. Type Amen to get blessing 5353. They've been hiding this plan not out of secrecy, but out of reverence. Because what they're preparing is too special to be rushed. They want the moment to be perfect, not in setting, but in sincerity. They want you to feel chosen. To feel remembered. To feel seen in a way that goes beyond flowers, gifts, or fancy words. This surprise is about proving one thing: they truly understand your heart. Archangel Michael says, this is the kind of surprise heaven smiles upon. Because it's built not on ego, but on purity. It's not about attention, it's about love made visible. They are preparing a sacred space, for you to be real, vulnerable, loved, and accepted. And when they reveal what they've planned, you will feel something you haven't felt in a long time: peace. Type Amen to get blessing 5454. You may have doubted their love before. You may have felt like they were distant, distracted, or uncertain. But this surprise will erase all doubt. Because their actions will say what their words never could. They're not doing this to fix anything. They're doing it to honor everything you've been. Everything you've given. Everything you are. They've watched you pour into others, and now, it's your turn to be poured into. This moment will come quietly, not with loud noise, but with sacred stillness. And in that stillness, your heart will recognize what your eyes are seeing: this is real love. They have been silently praying for guidance. Asking God to give them the right way, the right words, the right moment. And now, heaven has opened the path. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. They could have chosen to keep it simple. But they didn't. They wanted to go deeper. To surprise you in a way that touches not just your emotions, but your soul. They may have enlisted help. Asked someone close to you for advice. Taken notes from past conversations with you. Because their goal is not to impress, it's to impact. Archangel Michael says, even now, angels are making sure every piece falls into place. There will be no mistakes. No delays. No confusion. Only alignment. You'll remember this day forever, not just for what they give you, but for how they make you feel. And that feeling will stay with you long after the moment has passed. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. The energy of this surprise is already approaching. You may feel more emotional than usual. More nostalgic. More sensitive to signs, names, or random songs. That's because your soul knows what's coming. They've created something meaningful. A letter, a message, a moment, maybe even an event, something you'd never expect. Something that says, I see you, I cherish you, I love you. And it's not just a romantic gesture. It's a soul promise. A sacred agreement their heart made long ago, to never let you feel unloved again. You have inspired this in them without even knowing it. Your kindness. Your resilience. Your light. All of it has moved them to action. Type Amen to get blessing 5757. They will show up when you least expect them to. Perhaps on a rainy afternoon. Or under the stars. Or through a simple message that shakes your entire spirit. It's closer than you think. They are practicing the courage it takes to step into your world fully. Not halfway. Not with hesitation. But with the fullness of their heart. Archangel Michael says, "You have waited long enough. Now it's time for someone to give back the same depth of love you've always given out. And when it happens, it won't be loud or overwhelming, it will be holy. Quietly sacred. Gently explosive. Exactly what your soul has been calling in." Type Amen to get blessing 5858. You may have felt forgotten. You may have whispered into your pillow, wondering if anyone would ever care this deeply. But now, the answer is arriving. With a surprise wrapped in divine love. They don't want to be part of your life. They want to merge their life with yours. This is more than affection. This is alignment. They've stayed up nights thinking about this moment. Holding back tears. Asking God, "Let me show them how much they mean to me." And heaven said yes. This is the kind of moment movies try to imitate. But yours will be real. And it will leave a mark on your heart that never fades. Type Amen to get blessing 5959. They don't want you to be shocked by the size of the surprise. They want you to be moved by the love behind it. Because they've infused every detail with thought, feeling, and spirit. They know you deserve something that makes you feel remembered. Not because you demanded it, but because your spirit is so deserving of celebration. You may have gone unnoticed before. Overlooked. Ignored. But not by them. Not now. Not ever again. Archangel Michael says, "You are being restored in love." And this surprise? It is the evidence. It is the proof that someone has finally seen your worth. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. This is not just a romantic gesture. It is an act of divine restoration. A moment to show you that love still exists, pure, thoughtful, deep, and timeless. Their hands are trembling even now. Their mind racing. But their heart is steady, because their love for you is stronger than fear. What they've prepared may not come with balloons, cameras, or applause, but it will come with presence, with sincerity, and with a love that wraps around you like peace. They don't want to just tell you how much you matter, they want to show you. And very soon, they will. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. They have gone over every detail, every possibility, every word they plan to say when the time comes. Because they know this isn't just a moment, it's the moment. The one that will forever shift how you see love, and how you see them. They aren't trying to win you over with charm. They're not hiding behind scripted gestures. They are being led purely by their soul, a soul that's been echoing your name in silent prayers. Archangel Michael says, they are coming not as a storm, but as calm after the chaos. Their presence will feel like healing. Their surprise will feel like an answer to everything you've quietly been asking heaven for. You'll feel the atmosphere shift before it happens. You'll feel your heart race without explanation. And in that instant, you'll know, the surprise is here. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. They're not arriving with apologies, they're arriving with action. Not to say they love you, but to show it. Because love that is shown speaks louder than love that is simply spoken. What they have for you will melt the fear you've carried for too long. It will restore the parts of you that forgot how to trust. It will rebuild the faith in your spirit that was shaken by disappointment. This is not the kind of love that fades. This is the kind that remains. The kind that follows you through seasons and walks beside you when life feels like too much. And the best part? You don't have to do anything but receive it. You don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to perform. You only have to be you. Type Amen to get blessing 6363. They have imagined the moment where they finally show you what's been hidden all along. They've visualized every detail, the look in your eyes, the way your hands might tremble, the smile you'll try to hide. They want to be the reason your belief in love is resurrected. They want to be the one who reminds you that you were always worth the surprise. They didn't fall in love with your perfection. They fell in love with your light, your strength, your quiet courage. And now, they want to give you something that reflects everything they've seen in you. Archangel Michael says, you won't see this coming, but you will recognize it as divine when it arrives. The timing, the tone, the tenderness, it will all feel ordained. Type Amen to get blessing 6464. They've picked the words they'll say carefully. Rewritten them 100 times. Not because they're unsure, but because they care. Because this isn't just a confession, it's an offering. They are about to give you a piece of their heart wrapped in intention. The kind of love that takes its time, that shows up when it's real, and that stays when the rest of the world runs. This surprise isn't flashy. It's holy. And when it happens, it will feel like the answer to prayers you forgot you even prayed. You'll be reminded that the wait was not in vain. That someone was preparing something beautiful for you all along, in the background of your life. Type Amen to get blessing 6565. They've walked through their own pain just to be ready to love you right. They've cried their own tears, learned their own lessons, healed their own wounds. So that when they finally give you this surprise, it comes from a healed place. They've imagined what it will feel like to finally see your reaction. To hear you say, I didn't see that coming. To feel your soul exhale as love finally knocks on your door. Archangel Michael says, don't resist this when it arrives. Don't question it. Don't run from it. Let love surprise you. Let it break the walls you built for protection and rebuild them with purpose. Because this time, love isn't here to hurt. It's here to honor you. Type Amen to get blessing 6666. They've chosen you, not for your image, not for what others see, but for the quiet power you carry inside. For the way your soul speaks, even when your mouth doesn't. They are being guided by something bigger than them. A whisper from heaven. A divine pull. A spiritual certainty that says, it's time. This surprise is not just an act, it's a breakthrough. A confirmation. A moment where everything finally aligns. Where your pain gets purpose and your waiting gets rewarded. It won't be flashy, but it will be felt. It will meet your soul, not just your senses. And when it does, you'll cry. Not from sadness, but from relief. Type Amen to get blessing 6767. This person doesn't want to be a chapter in your story. They want to be your co-author. They want to build a narrative with you that no one else has ever written. They aren't looking for something convenient. They're looking for something eternal. Something that stretches beyond time, beyond space, beyond logic. Their surprise isn't coming because you begged. It's coming because you were always meant to receive it. This moment was carved into your timeline long ago, and now, it's rising. Archangel Michael says, get ready to receive the thing you stopped asking for. Because even when you gave up, heaven didn't. Type Amen to get blessing 6868. You will remember this moment forever. Not because of what you're given, but because of how you'll be seen. For once, your soul will feel understood, without needing to explain a thing. The surprise might arrive in the middle of your ordinary day. But when it comes, everything will feel sacred. The air. The silence. The way your heart says, this is what I've been waiting for. And they'll look at you, not with pity, not with expectation, but with pure reverence. As if you were always the answer they were too afraid to believe they'd receive. And in that moment, the only thing you'll feel is love, unfiltered, unspoken, undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 6969. So, when this happens, don't resist it. Don't push it away. Open your hands, your heart, your soul, and receive what was always yours. You are not forgotten. You are not hard to love. You are not too late. You are perfectly aligned for a surprise that was born from deep devotion. This is your moment. This is your restoration. This is the proof that someone, somewhere, has loved you in silence for longer than you know, and now, that love is becoming visible. And when you receive it, remember this: God never forgot your heart. He just saved the best surprise for last. Type Amen to get blessing 7070 sparkling heart dizzy.